Horse racing fans flock to Aintree for the Grand National, and for the ultimate entertainment, they will be dining in Paul Askew's restaurant there, the Art School, where star of the menu is local venison, supplied by Fieldsports Channel's very own Steve McGuigan. Today, top chef Paul is visiting Steve's larder to see for himself how deer are handled and processed.
1 week of April every year we take our business and camp out in the joys of horse racing for the day and take our tasting menu and wine flight, and it's wonderful actually. It's a really, Liverpool comes to life when the Grand National's on, you know, so the atmosphere is great, yeah. So for us in restaurant land, we're very much always looking for the best possible ingredients that we can find, and also USPs. Every restaurant needs its own style, its own unique products. But I think for us, it's very much about the provenance, the sustainability, the quality, but the personal touch as well. So I can pick up the phone to Steve and say, you know, on this occasion, I want a whole animal, but I want it broken into saddle, haunch and forequarter. I want this bit minced, I want that. And, you know, and this is the sort of service that we're looking for. And of course, from Steve's point of view, if I can take a whole animal and that whole nose to tail cuisine that we love doing, you know, I like braised elements, I like prime cuts, I like terrines, I like pâtés, I like, you know, so we really are using every piece of the venison. And for us, it's about the customer service, obviously, and the quality of the food. But we also have to know that things are being done correctly in back of house in terms of its licensing, its cleanliness, its packaging, its dating, you know, the traceability of where the beast was killed, the number, you know, as much provenance as we have, we will actually put as much as we can on the menu to say it's come from Dunham Massey, it's come from the Grosvenor Estate, it's a red deer, it's a fallow deer. We want to tell the story, so it's very difficult to get that unless you have this kind of relationship, and I think that whole provenance and the sustainability story makes your product and your restaurant unique. And of course, for Steve selling it to me, what could be possibly better? You know, it's just traceability is key.
It's a big landmark for Steve's business, Cheshire wild venison, which grew out of his passion for field sports.
I've been in Gamekeeper and deer management for 30 years now. I'm 46 in a few months. You know, I started an apprenticeship when I was 15, you know, a long time ago, and all through a Jack Charlton video. That's where it inspired. Literally, that's where it came from. That's where my passion came from. You have to have that passion, you have to have that calling, if you like, without it sounding too corny. It's got to be it's in you, you know, and the food is a byproduct of what we do, whether that be professional management, whether that be for sport, enjoyment. You owe it to the animal and yourself from a health point of view, but you owe it to the quarry that you're stalking, shooting, ferreting, to do the very best by that carcass. I was managing more and more deer, so that's where the outlet for the venison came from. I came to see this chiller here behind me that was for sale on, I think, eBay or whatever it was. This is what my ultimate goal was, eventually, to build a customer base, to have a processing facility for the deer that I am managing, which, you know, tends to be between sort of, it can be up to 40 animals a week sometimes. Saw the ladies over the road who actually run the industrial site, and they offered me the lease on the unit. So I what's the best way to? I rang headquarters and spoke to your field sports lawyer, but also my financial controller, a director, the Fiora, and she said, "Go for it." We had a little bit of money put by, and on your head be it, and if it doesn't work, you live in there. So with a lot of blood, sweat and tears and swearing and this, that and the other, plumbing and lots of shopping on eBay, we've done it. And, you know, touch wood, it's working. It's working, it's wiping its face. But the main thing, James, I'm loving it. I absolutely love it.
Steve has done what a lot of shooters and stalkers hope to do, turning their hobby into a business. It sounds like the dream job, but of course there's more to it than meets the eye.
Honestly, it's been a massive learning curve for me. Obviously the main thing was the chiller. I suppose you could call it telesales as well. You know, everyone's got a profile on one of these things now. Find the telephone number, introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about what you do. Some people tell you to go forth and multiply. Some people don't. And you go down, like I've done on many, many occasions, take a sample with you. A venison, obviously. I've got great confidence in my ability and to do the job. The business side of things I'm learning very, very rapidly. But I've got huge confidence in the venison, the meat, the animals that I manage and produce. The hygiene one, getting in touch with the local authority. We're under the Cheshire County Council here. The guys at Cheshire have been great. Anyone who knows me, they know I've got a sometimes annoying fetish for the cleanliness of a lot. It's ingrained in me. It has to be like an operating theatre. They came out, they gave us the number 5 sticker, and the inspection, that was great. People within the industry have been absolutely fantastic in helping me. The accountancy side of things has been a bit of a learning curve, and I'm still learning now. I'm learning that there's bills coming in that I didn't even know you could get a bill for.
So, if you are tempted to give up the day job and start your own field sports-based business, what is Steve's advice?
I would never, ever, ever deter somebody from doing what they love. Because as I've always said, if you do something you love, then you're going to be better at it naturally. So anybody out there who's wanting to do it, if you've got the customer base or you think you can build that customer base up and the demand is there, do it. Because it's better to have done it and it not worked out, to have never done it and not know.
You can find Cheshire Wild Venison on Instagram, link below. And for more about Paul and his restaurant, go to theartschoolrestaurant.co.uk.